For my creative collaboration module, I worked alongside my team as a 3D generalist, creating assets, rigging and animating them, as well as preparing scenes for render with the use of lights. This video will go over the production and behind the scenes of all the 3D content I had a hand in. Firstly, I want to take a look at what my role is as a 3D generalist and see what kind of jobs a 3D generalist would take on in the industry. As the name implies, generalists cover a lot of area, working on nearly all stages of 3D production, like hard surface modeling, animation, and composite in the shop. I was required on the team project to take the lead responsibility for 3D elements, so taking the role of a 3D generalist would allow me to complete the scenes we had planned on creating. This are open to lots of work, whether that's making assets or rigs for your favourite games to animate advertisements. Products. Graphic design companies now hire more 3D artists than ever before to meet global design trends. However, generalists don't need companies to be successful, and many operate on freelance systems. I will be using Blender for this project, a popular 3D CAD used by many of my favourite creators like Yemrap. The first thing the team had me produce was a Star Wars-like intro scroll. The large text didn't make it into the final cut due to time constraints, however we used the main title. I created the effect by manipulating Blender's text system, adding a recognisable font as the material and background designed by Yorgos. I prototyped the bacteria ship design in 3D, based off this drawing that Daniel did. However, the parts I used on this model were used on the final bacteria model made by Daniel and Alex, so it didn't go to waste. I used this drawing as a page Alex did to create the final ship design for the short. I learned lots about creating your own abstract rig during this process and animated this satisfying swim-like animation. Furthermore, I animated the background by experimenting with Blender's geometry node system. I could then keyframe and move around Yorgos' background to give the illusion of flying around space. Here I am showing off my geometry node setup for the moving environment achieved with a mapping and texture coordinate node. The interior had me practicing lots of hard surface modeling techniques and really improved my abilities. I created this impressive render with ambient coloured lights and metallic materials. I believe I showed my role as a generalist here, as I individually tackled every element up to render. For the last piece of 3D I had to do, the second interior, I used grittier textures and figured out how to make the hallway modular so they can be attached like hallway abstract. The film was played on screens around Media City for the Lightwaves Festival. I think overall it pushed me as an animator and started developing my 3D generalist skills so that I can apply these to a team setting pipeline.